Hey there. I'm here to show off some of the things I've been trying to code. Well, have coded. First we have BlackJack. In case you don't know the rules, you draw cards, go up against a dealer or other players. Your goal is to get 21 or to be higher than the other player. But don't go past 21. I did not code the dealer to cheat. He has this. Well, that was easy. He has the same odds as you. However, if both of you have 21, he does overall win. Use the spacebar to get new cards. All the number cards are equal to their number. The king, queen, and jack all equal 10, and the ace can either be a 1 or 11, this case being an 11, to create 21. There's no gambling or continuations. It's just one round. First to 21 or higher number wins. The cards may seem small, but I've gotten into here before, and if you get very lucky or unlucky, depending on what it is, you can still get them off the screen, but I'm not making it any smaller than that. There is no memory, it's all randomized. You can get 5 of the same card. Let's see if we can beat him legitimately, at least maybe 4 times. I did forget to mention, the dealer must stop drawing cards if his total is above 16, which is why he didn't draw there. Darn, I busted. Busted means you go over 21 and you automatically lose. He can do it too. Let's see if we can get him to do that. I didn't even have to do anything. And there again. Right here is his hand. I'm only using one sprite for this, and I didn't want to try and use clones, so it just shows his hand based on what it represents. However, going back and changing it from an 11 to a 1 would be pretty hard. So I just took the simple approach and made well, if it'll show it to you, yeah, there we go. It made any ace just an A to represent an 11 or 1. He's not going to draw another card here, so I couldn't show it, but it's an 11. Just finished that today. I also made Snake. However, it does use clones to make its tail, and there are more tiles than there can be clones, unfortunately. But the goal is still the same. Use the arrow keys to eat the apple, and don't run into yourself or the edge. I'll play until I die here. And you do gain half an extra weight. No. You do gain an extra waiting period if you're about to run into something to give yourself more time to react. I may remove it, I may not. Sometimes it makes it seem more stressful than it actually is. But I'm gonna go until I lose here. Go full screen for the better experience. The turning is not perfect, but it was pretty hard to make it not buggy. This is the best I can make it. It's fine for normal turning, but for doing tight things, you can go an extra tile without meaning to. That extra wait time there made it look like I was going to run into myself. Maybe I can get lucky and get a new high score. read it out, but right now it's an 86. See right there, I meant to go 1, not 2. The extra wait time can give you a better chance of it reading or picking up on what key you're pressing, but I'm not too sure. The way that Apple works, it's using a block, using run without screen refresh. It's checking every tile that does not contain purple. Why is it purple? I don't know, I checked it, it's actually blue somehow. I'm gonna have to wait on that. It's just a color I found, I liked it, and I decided to use it in a lot of my projects. And once it finds every tile without purple, it will pick a random one to spawn in. And the way the score system works, it's if it's touching red, since the apple does go over every tile, it would touch the head, so we cannot detect if touching apple. And the way to stop it from still scoring, we change the color effect to really high, like 100. That way it's no longer red, and it would no longer count towards the score while scanning all the tiles. No! 41. I was close. And the last thing, I made this a while back, maybe a month ago. I never made a video about it. It's Minesweeper. I was surprised at how many people have never heard of this game. You click on a tile, preferably a blank one. Always try the corners, dang. Again, I never made any system in place to have specific things. It's all randomized. Since you cannot right click in Scratch, use the spacebar and click when you want a flag. Unfortunately, in Minesweeper there are situations where you need to guess what tiles to press. Let's see if I can beat this. The goal of the game is to reveal every tile that does not contain a bomb. If you press the bomb, you lose. The numbers tell you how many tiles around that number in a 3x3 area contain a bomb. If that's a bomb, and there's only one, every other tile around it is safe. Any tiles with no bombs around it automatically open adjacent tiles that don't have bombs around it. And they stop at numbers and bombs. That way it doesn't just continue to spread. I'm not a professional, but this is not a very big field, so I should be able to do this. So far, the highest number I've seen on here is 5. But I did make it be able to go up to 8. Not sure if I'll ever see it though. It can be very easy to flag the wrong tile if you look at it from different angles, causing you to press the wrong things. Like say I thought this was a bomb because of the 2, but actually this is. I can then go on and say that since this and this is a bomb, that'd be safe, when in reality I would be wrong. I have unfortunately done that before. Not in that exact situation, but something very similar. Something you didn't really see there. There is a wait bar if it takes too long. I do not really know how to make a recursive reveal, so I have it on a repeat block, and they can take a bit to finish. However, I think it's pretty good, and even if so, the game would still be fun. I unfortunately did not add any sounds, so you won't be hearing anything other than me. And I do not have a great commentary voice, but I wanted to try something new. Every bomb does not have to be flagged. It just has to be not uncovered. Here we have to take a guess. Let's see. It cannot be here, because if this is a bomb, I lied. We do not have to take a guess. What'd I miss? Oh no. I flagged something that's not a bomb. Gotta look for it now. Two. Here we are. Right here is not a bomb, because this is guaranteed by this two. 1, 2. 1 bomb, so that is safe. We win! And I purposely made the bombs slowly reveal themselves just for a dramatic effect. It looks cool. Helpful tip. Don't click the mines. I've been trying to remake some fun games that seem simple. This was in fact not simple. I forgot to show the code for them in my last Scratch video, so how about I do it this time? I will not go in detail. It's just a bunch of if blocks. But it does work in the end. The way I tested it was with this block. It reveals the mines without actually making you lose. It allowed me to test the opening. I never actually started it. With this, I could see if the opening was working properly, or the revealing of zeros, as it's called. I have it on a repeat block to go down right and up left several times before finishing. That way to ensure that it does reveal everything. Then for Snake, it looks like gibberish, and it is gibberish. We have your turning, and I made sure to make it where you cannot turn backwards, as then you would just run into yourself automatically. We have it move based on turning it into move a variable. That variable acts like a clock to activate everything here, which makes the body and the clones move at the same time to ensure that they move at the same time. It's not turning. Darn. And then BlackJack. It's pretty long, but most of it is just repeating in order to ensure that the dealer had this plus here. I couldn't use a repeat block, but instead set it into two separate parts for his cards, making it to where the first card appears, and the second one would then add the plus, and so forth, wherever I put it. Right there. The way I make the aces change themselves is that whenever you get an ace that is equal to 11, it changes a variable to 1. And if you are above 21 with an ace that equals 11, it would then subtract your total by 10, which would then equal the ace to a 1, and remove the 11 mark. Since you can only have one ace with an 11, we wouldn't have to worry about it happening again a second time. Well, that's that. I hope you enjoy.